Merry Christmas Eve. I just had a friend send me a nice little inspirational piece here and want to share it with you. I'm sitting on the edge of the rocks just above what used to be a beautiful sandy beach. I came here to reflect in the serenity of God's creation, yet I find it hard to see the beauty which has been replaced by the evidence of the power in God's creation. I'm looking at the washed up remains of what used to be artifacts of everyday life that ended up in the ocean after a recent hurricane has swept through the community. As I'm trying to find meaning in the result of madness, left I look left. I am taking in the rest of the destruction when I see what looks like an ant, due to the distance between, throwing what has been washed up back in the ocean. Let me read that part again. As I'm trying to find meaning in the result of madness, I look left. I'm taking in the rest of the destruction when I see what looks like an ant due to the distance between, throwing what has been washed up back into the ocean. What could he possibly be doing? This is a question I ask myself over and over until he gets close enough for my observation to be confirmed. He is an older gentleman, who as he walks in my direction is throwing fish back into the calm and safe ocean. Once again I ask myself, what could he possibly be doing? Now that he's within a comfortable distance for conversation, I voice my curiosity. He looks up at me, unaware until now that I have been watching him due to this. He humbly responds, I am trying to save the fish. This triggers confusion and a rapid fire of no conclusion to any of the questions I ask myself. As he picks up another fish, I inform him, what are you doing? What you're doing is nice, I guess, but don't you realize that there is no way you can save all these fish that have been washed up? Don't you know that it's too late for a lot of these fish? They are already dead. Before answering, he looks at the fish in his hand. He smiles at it and then at me. He throws the fish back into the deep and wide ocean, and we watch it swim off. He looks back at me with the same smile that never left his face and says, I know that I can't save every one of the fish affected by this disaster, but I'm trying. And I'm satisfied with my effort to make a difference because I know that I just saved one. My stomach turns at ignorance. I'm humbled by the man's words. I reflect on how many times I have saved myself the trouble of doing for others because of the fact that I cannot save them all. And I realize that it's not my job here on this earth. My job is to try. My duty as a human is to put forth an effort, and I will have done God's work if I help one and keep moving and searching to help others. That's my friend Trevor Craig from the rehab we was at Next Chapter wrote this. He's really good at this stuff, and check him out, Trevor Craig.